Hi everyone, I'm Silvana Spence and I'm here to talk to you about back to school tips for books to use in the classroom to cover social emotional learning. And one of the books that I want to suggest is I Have Ants in My Pants, written by Julia Cook. Julia Cook has several awesome books for social emotional learning, including My Mouth is a Volcano. You probably have heard about that one. It's a great one to use to teach kids self-control when they're going to speak, so they don't speak over one another and things like that. And I Have Ants in My Pants is also to teach self-regulation so they can regulate their bodies, so they know how to behave on the carpet or in different scenarios in the classroom when you're teaching and when you're doing different activities with them. And the fun thing about this book is that it has a chant that you can do with the students. It's a really cute story. And the sequence and the repetition can be very helpful for kids to remember. It also equips teachers and students with easy steps to take to remember how to regulate their bodies. So here, my toes started to wiggle. My knees did the twitch. I slid down against the wall because my feet just had to kick. So when the kid knows that these feelings are happening, they know it's like an anticipation and they know what can they do next. And at the end of the book, it has like easy steps about the breathing, what to do with your body, step 1, step 2, and step 3. And it has a chant that is really, really fun to do with your students, right? Take a look, it's a very colorful book. It has different explanation and it shows him, the character looking for the ants that it might be in his pants, but it's just an expression, right? But he's trying to understand, I have ants in my pants. So then here on this page, you will find the chant that you can do with your students. Wiggle and jiggle, jump up and down. Shake your hands and turn around. So it's like, before you read, do a read aloud with them or an activity that you need them to stay focused. It's also great, to use this little chant. Wiggle and jiggle, jump up and down, shake your hands, turn around. Especially if you're teaching the little ones, kindergarten, first grade, this will work out great with them. And another way to ease up the wiggles is when you're discussing a story with your students, you can use an anchor chart, have an anchor chart for the book, right? And then make sure that you have like the pants, the character holding the pants, and we're using post-it notes. That way you can ask your students questions, they can be thinking, they can be moving and writing it down, suggestions, and how can they self-regulate? How can they control their bodies? Which way they feel most comfortable to do that? And they write on the post-it notes, they get up from their seat and they place it on the anchor chart. And that's another way for them to move. So this is I Have Ants in My Pants by Julia Cook. And there's this other one that is awesome that is called Personal Space Camp, which has different strategies to teach kids about their personal space, about their personal bubble. When you're doing this lesson, you can utilize a hula hoop to teach them that circle, that personal space. You can use bubbles. All of this is in the story and it's really, really fun. And there's a rope that they can use with spaces so they can understand that's the space that they need to give to their partner. So I want to show you a few pages of this story, that what is happening over here when the character is jumping and falling over the friends and making all the friends uncomfortable, right? And they have a camp, like a personal space camp, so they can learn how to protect their personal space and how to respect the other friend's personal space. And as you can see, they are using a hula hoop here. And bubbles, which is a fun thing to use with your kids, because usually when you play with bubbles, everybody's absolutely out of their place and everywhere, and which means that they might bump into a friend, and that's another teachable moment to share with them and tell and ask them questions of, how could you handle this situation better? How could you do this better for you do not bump into your friend, you don't take their personal space, you don't burst their personal bubble, right? So this is another awesome book, and you see it has the rope, and this is by Julia Cook also. And this one is I'm Stretched. This is more for teens, especially the ones that are getting into high school. This one is excellent because it shows so many activities that they have to do and things like that. And you can also see not just teens, but kids that are super busy, that they have so many things to do, so many things to arrange, and they need to learn how to work with a schedule. They need to learn how to be organized. And this is a great book for you to read with them and give them some practical tips to be organized and to have a peace of mind. And the other two books that I have is Be Your Own Hero. All of these books are to teach self-regulation, to teach organization, to teach self-esteem, and motivate students and people to be able to be their best, right? And this one, there's no dream too tall. So for someone never to give up, never to be discouraged. And this is another great book. I hope you enjoy the book haul for social emotional learning. And all of these books came from National Center for Youth Issues. Make sure you check them out, and they have also activities there too.